Hey, collective. Ooh, I just heard an unexpected kiss. Oh my gosh, I did. And it came up it came up all of a sudden. It's almost like somehow there's like the perfect environment or situation that happens and something just feels right. And somebody who's been on the fence about coming towards you has this moment of bravery where they just kind of grab you and kiss you. Okay, this can go pretty far. Man, I can't really say what I'm seeing because it's sexual in nature, but there's an intensity to this connection. It's interesting because through this kiss, you are going to be able to have, it's almost like you're going to be able to have every question you've ever had answered through this kiss. Because you're going to feel the intensity, you're going to feel the passion, you're going to feel the neediness, like the desire, the need for you. They want me to keep that out. Talk to your angels, ask for guidance. Just grab a little notepad and they want you to start writing down the questions you ask Source because you're not remembering the questions that you ask Source. So when they bring you the answer, you're missing the answer or you're missing the fact that they gave you, that they answered the question. They do. They want you to keep a little book, even if you put it in your phone in a note or something. Just write down all the questions that you're asking Source. They told me to use this deck specifically, and I was going to tell you, and then I got on a tangent about that kiss. They told me to use this deck specifically because they said that some of you need a reminder of what your gifts are, where your purpose lies, and where you should focus. Right now, your purpose is loving your friends and family. That is it. That's where your focus should be. It when you can master happiness and peacefulness within your home life and your friend life, then you're able to take it out further. They need me to clarify this. They're not asking you to try to make a family situation work that's not supposed to work. They're just asking you to keep the peace within a family sector. Keep things lighthearted, fun, playful as much as you can. I keep hearing purple significant. I don't know why. I heard that in another reading I just did. I can't remember what it was about, but she's wearing this purple dress. Can't, it's not focusing. Come on. Favorite color is purple? I don't know, but something about purple being significant for someone. Take that as it resonates. If it doesn't, just let it go. They don't always tell me why these things drop in my head, guys. They allow me, it drops into my head. I say it, and you know the meaning of it if it's for you. If it's not for you, don't make it fit. Your family, like, that's your focus right now. Your focus is building your relationship with your spirit team and building your relationship with your family. The people that it's going to be different for all of you because not everybody's in a bad family situation. Not everybody's in a good family situation. It's going to be different. It's a collective message. It's not personal. So I can't speak to all of them. But the main vibration that I'm feeling is children. Focus on your children. Like focus, and it's not so much you focusing on providing for them as much as you focusing on interacting with them, engaging with them, learning from them. It's not just about you helping them, it's about them working with you, because there is a lot of stuff that you could be receiving through children because they are very close to source when it comes to vibration, and they can say exactly what you need to hear coming straight from the child's mouth, and it's an answer to a question that you posed in your mind and your mind only. And a child may walk up to you and say something that seems so random to everybody else, but what they said was poignant and purposeful to you. So those are the relationships they're asking you to work on right now. Oh, like girl. Baby. Hi, sweet. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. I may close this door. She popped it open. Okay. Music. I knew it. All right. They're wanting you, when it comes to music, I'm getting a specific message. When you hear a song, I'm hearing there's a group of you, you're automatically putting yourself in the bad position and the other person in the good position, like they have a leg up, and it's not always that way. When you hear the music, you're validating your own negative emotion in that moment. It is not you receiving a message about it, and that's because of the way your mind is focused, where the perspective is. So they want you, is that you are receiving messages through music, but they need you to be able to change the pronouns and switch the pronouns up to make it fit for your story. The music is teaching you about how others feel. How they present themselves to you is different than how they feel on the inside. So when you hear these songs and you're thinking of the people and you're thinking about how they present themselves on the outside, these songs are meant to explain to you how they're really feeling on the inside. So while they express something through a song that's an emotion that somebody else is having, you may also be having that emotion, but you're taking it as you're that person. They're trying to send you a message and let you know the other person or other people, they're feeling the same way. And it's almost like you're putting yourself in the bad spot, the villain spot, every time. You're not in that spot. You may have made mistakes, but I'm hearing like you've atoned for your sins. You've healed, you've dealt with karma, you've learned your lessons, you're growing. I'm also hearing they want you to be freer with music. They want you every day, this is your homework. Get out a pen and paper, here's your homework. Every day, they want you to take 5 minutes to dance. Every day. And they want you to move and gyrate your body in a new way. Every day, you have to do something new with your body. Every day. And you have to give 5 minutes every morning to start your day with music. Uplifting, upbeat, let's go for it music. And it doesn't even always have to be upbeat. It based on how you feel. Like one day you may feel like doing hip hop. One day you may feel like doing contemporary dance. The next day you may feel like doing jazz. I don't know. But they're wanting you to get outside of yourself a little bit, out of this little box you have yourself in. Like, here's the box, right? This is the life that you've been living in this box. But this box has been, the sides are blown away. Now you have all this extra space to move in and play with. And they need you to take that extra space and utilize it. You don't have to stay in the box. There was some type of study. I heard this somewhere. I can't remember where, or I would tell you where I heard it, but I can't remember. There was a study done with fleas, and they were put into these containers. And the containers were, I don't know, like they were, let's just say they were this tall. They put them in the containers and they did it for a certain amount of time and they were checking like habit creation or something. Then they all of a sudden they took the fleas and they put the same fleas in a bigger box up, it was up here. They still only jumped this far because that's what they had learned to do. That's what you've learned to do. Just jump this far. It's time for you to jump further. It's time for you to break through the ceiling. Somehow you in body work, it feels different. It doesn't feel like a personal trainer or like a program like that. It feels bigger than that. Like some type of like all-inclusive healing work where it's probably all natural stuff. There's something about you. Okay, I'm hearing breaking free from the matrix, breaking free from the pills, breaking free from having to take this diagnosis and take this medicine and slap a band-aid on it with the medication. You're the person who's like, maybe you lived a life taking stuff like that. You were told you had to take a medication for this. You were told you had to take a medication for that. Now all of a sudden, source is coming along and saying, we're going to show you something different. We're going to show you how to heal yourself naturally. So here you come, healing yourself naturally. As you start healing, family life starts to heal. You start to recognize as you heal your own patterns, your own behaviors. And as you recognize your own patterns and behaviors that weren't working, you started recognizing those same patterns and behaviors in other people that before you didn't see it. You dismissed it because you didn't recognize it in yourself. But now that you've seen something in yourself you don't like, sometimes you will recognize those same patterns in other people that you've dealt with that you don't like. And they want to remind you at one point you were most likely just like them. You were most likely thinking like them, feeling like them, living in the matrix. But they're saying now there's this feebleness where it's like you feel feeble and weak around these people. And it's not, they need you to understand you're not feeble or weak around them. Your energy is sensitive around them. When you feel like your throat chakra closing up when you're around somebody, that's their energy you're feeling. When you start feeling your heart racing, that's their energy you're feeling. If you are feeling calm and you're fine, and then you walk into a room and all of a sudden you can feel all this tenseness in your body, you're feeling the energy of other people. So right now, the reason they're wanting you to focus on family is because those are the people, those are the energies that you're going to be around the most. Those are the relationships you want to nurture and build up. So they're giving me a message back to music again. I can't believe we're 13 minutes in. I'm at 4 cards. The music. They are giving you absolute literal word, like verbiage and wordage speaking to your literal stories. But one song may be talking about 6 different people. Do you understand that? So while you hear a song and it starts out with one person, the first lyric may be about that one person. But as you go on and you start seeing other people in your mind's eye that goes with the lyric, it's going to be about that person that you're thinking about. If you're in a really good mood, if you're in, a pure positive mood, you're in your vortex, that's how you're going to get the messages. It's not going to be just this song about this one person over and hear that same song. It's like this one line from this song is about this person in this situation. In the next verse, this line is about this person in this situation. The length of the song may be a birthday, and it may be that person communicating what they know about what's going on. So they want you, instead of thinking it's all one person or it's all this or all that, start to break the signs up. Start to realize they're trying to give you an entire book here, like an entire story. And it's just to point out, the same with readings, guys. You can't watch a general reading and think that every line in it is going to be for you. There may be one card in here that you resonate with one line from the entire 20-minute video. And some people will tend to, just because they like certain readers, they will listen to that reader and they will think that that reader's speaking directly to them. And then they're hearing something that the reader's saying and it's making them angry and they're getting all upset when what they're getting upset about wasn't for them at all in the first place. So they're really wanting you, instead of trying to listen to other people right now, they're wanting you to focus on just speaking with your angels, being playful. I'm hearing they want you to start your morning out with like a 5-minute dance session and a 10-minute walk every morning. Get in the habit where you just get up and that's what you do. Like, get to the point where it would feel so unnatural for you to not get up and do that. It's like you need to create that type of habit or routine. They want you to do 5 minutes of dancing, 10 minutes of walking. And this is, I don't know why this is so important for you, but they're giving you like literal stuff that you can do, guys. This is not something that you can just say, well, what do I do with that? They're telling you exactly what to do. The walking is going to help move the energy around in your body early in the morning to help keep the energy high. It's energy healing work. A walking meditation in the morning when you're hearing the birds chirping and stuff walking outside. I just heard stay away from the woods. I personally, I don't know why they're saying that, but they are saying right now, stay away from the woods. So maybe walk in a neighborhood, your neighborhood or something. Just make sure you're somewhere kind of public and you're not alone. But that's what they want you doing. Don't be afraid with that last message. Don't be afraid about them saying not walking in the woods. That's a precaution, okay? You got to understand, Source, you're here, and they're seeing 100 million different pathways that you could take in any given second. You can make a decision and it's going to take this way, this way, this way. So they know what path you're going to take. And when they say don't walk in the woods, they're just letting you know, because they know that somebody watching this will love to take trail walks. They'll get in a habit of doing that. And they can see, they have a lot of foresight about energy and where it's going and where you're going to be. They know where you're going to be 10 years from now, right? They know this. And it's based on your energy and where you're going right now. Where you are right now is based on where you're going in 10 years. They can see on a specific day you running into this specific person and this awful thing happening. So when they say that stuff, it's not because somebody's watching you or stalking you now. It's just like, stay out of the woods for now, because there's just weird things going on in the planet, with people in general. And it's just right now, it's best to stay out of the woods. That's all they wanted me to say. Okay? They want me to use the... I just heard your intuition is stronger than any reader you could listen to right now. So what you're hearing, for those of you that resonate with this message, this is validation for you. This is not new knowledge. There's something your angels want you to talk to them about. I don't know if you feel guilty about something. You feel like something's unfair. You feel like somebody's been dishonest with you, or you were dishonest, or you feel like you're being punished or something. There's something that's just gnawing at your heart that you really haven't really put words to yet. And they want you to talk to them about it. Talking to them is, they're not going to chastise you. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to turn away from you. They're going to listen to you. And when you are in a place to receive the answer, they will give you the answer, the comfort, and everything you need. I'm hearing it's going to happen simultaneously. Yeah. So there's a conversation that's coming up with you and source, something where you feel you're afraid. There's something about fear here. You're afraid things are not going to go your way. There's a fear that something isn't going your way, it's not going to work out, and there's a panic. And they want to talk to you about that. Instead of you sitting and ignoring the panic and letting the panic sit in your body, face the panic, address the panic, admit that you're panicking, and ask your angels to help you with it. That's the only way to transmute the energy. And remember, get that notebook out, write down your questions. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I just feel like there was a lot of information in that reading. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.